If you get emotionally attached quickly, you may have wondered why. Why connection feels intense, why bonds form fast, why distance can feel heavy even when you barely know someone. And maybe you've told yourself that this means something is wrong with you, that you're too sensitive, too needy, or too much. But if this is something you experience, there's nothing broken about you. This pattern didn't come from weakness, it came from adaptation. And today, we're going to understand it not by judging it, but by listening to what your mind and nervous system have been trying to do all along. Some people take time to warm up emotionally. Others feel connection almost immediately. If you get attached quickly, it often means your system is tuned toward connection, not recklessly, but deeply. And there are real psychological reasons for this. One of the most common reasons people attach quickly has to do with attachment styles. Attachment styles form early in life. They're shaped by how connection felt when you needed it most. If care or attention felt inconsistent, your system may have learned that closeness isn't guaranteed. So when connection appears, your mind leans in, not because you want too much, but because part of you learned that connection could disappear. This is often associated with anxious attachment, but anxious doesn't mean irrational. It means your system is sensitive to distance. It tracks closeness carefully. It invests early to protect the bond. Attachment becomes fast because connection feels important, and losing it feels costly. Some people don't just experience connection, they absorb it. They notice tone, energy, subtle shifts in attention. Their nervous systems are more responsive, not fragile, responsive. This is often linked to high sensitivity. Highly sensitive people don't compartmentalize emotion easily. When they connect with their whole system. So attachment isn't gradual, it's immersive. The bond forms quickly because the experience is felt fully. This doesn't mean poor boundaries, it means depth of processing. Your mind doesn't skim relationships, it enters them. For some people, emotional attachment forms quickly because of internalized expectations. At some point, you may have learned that love looks intense, that closeness means devotion, that emotional availability equals commitment. These expectations can form from early experiences, or from stories, or from relationships where intensity was mistaken for security. So when someone shows interest, your system fills in the meaning. Attachment becomes fast because the emotional script is already written. You're not reacting to the present moment alone, you're responding to learned expectations about what connection should be. Attachment isn't just emotional, it's physiological. Connection regulates the nervous system. For some people, closeness brings calm. The body relaxes when connection feels present. The mind settles. The tension softens. If your nervous system learned that safety comes through closeness, attachment can feel like relief. This is especially common if emotional environments were unpredictable. Connection became stabilizing. Distance became activating. So attachment forms quickly because it soothes something deeper. Not because you're dependent, but because your body recognizes relief. Sometimes attachment forms quickly not because of the other person, but because of the mental space they occupy. If you're introspective, your mind continues processing after interaction. You replay moments, you imagine possibilities, you explore emotional meaning. This can create emotional intensity before a relationship has fully formed. The attachment grows in thought, not just in reality. This isn't delusion, it's imagination paired with sensitivity. Your mind is exploring connection before it has enough data, and that exploration feels real. Getting attached quickly is not the same as being dependent. It doesn't mean you lack self-worth. It doesn't mean you're desperate. Often it means you value connection. You're open. You're emotionally present. You're responsive. Those are not flaws. The challenge comes when attachment moves faster than safety, when the bond forms before trust has had time to grow. Quick attachment can lead to pain when the other person moves more slowly. not because you did something wrong, but because pacing is mismatched. Your system invests early, theirs might not. This mismatch can activate self-doubt. You may ask yourself, why do I feel more? Why am I already attached? Why does this matter so much to me? But the question isn't why you feel deeply, it's how to stay regulated while feeling deeply. Instead of seeing fast attachment as something to suppress, it can help to see it as information. It tells you value closeness. Your nervous system responds strongly to connection. Emotional presence matters to you. The goal isn't to harden yourself, it's to slow the process without shutting it down. For people who get attached quickly, the work is not detachment, it's pacing. Let connection unfold at the speed of safety. Not excitement, not fear, safety. This means checking in with your body, not just your thoughts. Asking, do I feel calm or activated? Am I curious or anxious? Am I responding or filling in gaps? Attachment becomes healthier when it's grounded in the present moment. If you get emotionally attached quickly, it means your system is open. It means you care. It means connection matters to you. Those are not weaknesses, but openness needs protection, and depth needs patience. You don't need to stop feeling, you don't need to become distant, you don't need to shame yourself for caring. You just need to give connection time to prove itself safe. Because trust doesn't come from speed, it comes from consistency, and you're allowed to feel deeply without abandoning yourself in the process. Your attachment makes sense, and with understanding, it can become gentler.
Do you notice yourself getting attached quickly? Do you see it as a strength, a challenge, or something else? Comment below and share your experience with us.
The next video goes deeper into human psychology. You can watch it now and subscribe for more.